Hey y'all, it's Mocha Mima. Let's get into part one of this boring Married at First Sight Nashville reunion. Let me play my intro and then we'll get into it.
Work, work, work. To me, I get work, 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 work. See me do me dirt, 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 dirt. So me for that work, 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 work. When you walk a line, 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 line. In the girl, them hurt, 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 hurt. Try me, I deserve it. Listen to if you're lurking. Yeah. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the right. Nobody text me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience. You took my heart, I'ma see for decoration. You mistaken my love, I brought for you for foundation. All that I wanted from you was to give me something that I never had, something that you never seen, something that you never been. But I wake up and nothing's wrong. Just get ready for work, 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 work. To me, I be work, work, work.
Hey y'all, it's Mocha Mima. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If it's your first time here, extra special welcome. If you're one of my supporters that have been here before, thanks for coming back. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Click on the bell button for the uploads. Make sure it turns black because we bet on black over here. I know y'all probably saying, "Where has Mocha Mima been at? I haven't seen her in a few days." Y'all, I was the officiant at a wedding on Saturday. So I have been doing different wedding things over the past few days. I had to do rehearsal and had to go and get myself all prepared and everything for the wedding. So that's why I was MIA. But I am back today. Today is Sunday, so I am back. Um, Today is New York Pride for my Pride family. So happy Pride for you guys. Be safe out there. So let's get into this lackluster, boring reunion. Y'all, I got to tell y'all, I tried to watch this thing 5 times. Every time I fell asleep and had to rewatch and rewatch, and it was so finally I watched it twice this morning. So I woke up early and watched it and still was like, you got to be freaking kidding me. So we're going to start off. And this is the thing about this show. I don't like the way that they edited it because they didn't edit it in order that the way they did the scenes. They did the scenes and then they chopped it up and they put the scenes wherever so that things didn't make sense. So they had the whole cast out there and they were talking to them about being a public person. And Nicole was saying she got a taste of how people were saying that she was in people's business. Then Dom said something about people sliding up in her DMs asking for cleavage pics. Why? I couldn't understand why. If anything, people would be asking for Kirsten for pics because Kirsten is the one with the nice body. But okay, Dom, you had to say something. So we found out that Clint now lives in the same building with Nicole and Chris. Um, they beat that whole comment about the body thing about Gina. They beat that to death. Nicole talked about how she was upset about that, but her own husband said something about she was thicker or whatever than he was used to being with. Nicole, shut up. Like really shut up. Then they went on to that whole thing about Eris's cousin, his trash cousin, being judgmental against Jasmine and whatnot. But then later on in the episode, they were talking and with Jasmine's friend, and then Eris says that his cousin never said she was fake, but then they talked about it in this part. So that's why I'm saying the editing was all over the place, and I'm going to be all over the place about this recap because like I said, it got on my nerves. It really was a waste of my time, waste of your time. They could have put everything. They should have had like a you know what? They could have put everything into the 2 hours. It was a waste of time with the flashbacks. It was a waste of time with them showing the never before scenes. Like, really, we didn't care. Most of us were checked out of this show by way before it even ended. We were checked out because it was just absolutely just ridiculous. So then they go over to Darius and oh, before that, Eris and Jasmine were talking, and Matt tried to butt in about trying to clarify something that Eris said, and Jasmine just shut him totally down, which I was glad about. Then they go over and Kevin Frazier, who I think he is very corny. I think he just gets on my nerves. Anyway, he's talking to Eris and Jasmine, and we find out that Eris said some real inappropriate things, talking about an open marriage 20 years down the line. Eris, you knew you wasn't even going to be with her like basically 20 days down the line. So what the heck is you talking about? Like just stupid stuff. Um Eris saying that after Jasmine, now mind you, they hadn't even been married 24 hours. She goes and she talks to his cousin, and she's saying that the thing about the pageant girl and all that stuff. And then when Jasmine comes back home, he said that she had worked a 16-hour shift. Eris, goodbye. Like, I'm just listen, I am totally listen, I'm almost over this franchise, really. They better redeem themselves when they go to Denver. They better do something. So they bring out Jasmine's friend Adrian, who was concerned about Jasmine's mental health. But Jasmine seems to be okay. She's dating. Um, they say that like he gave up in the marriage, which he did. For him to be his age of 39, and by now he's 40, he's not in a relationship, he's still out there. Like, to me, that makes no sense. Moving on, they go to Chris and Nicole. I'm sorry, Chris and Nicole are faking the funk. Chris is not happy. Nicole is still having her temper tantrums about different stuff. They may say that they act like everything's perfect. It's not. It's not perfect because Nicole is a spoiled baby. They talk about her father is saying this and that and the other. Now he has BD energy. I call cap on all of that because Nicole talks too damn much. She needs to shut up. You remember that song? Y'all remember by was it Houdini or whoever? She talks too much. Homegirl, you never shut up. That is Nicole. Nicole, shut the hell up. I was just sick of her. And her and Chris, listen, down the line they will be divorcing. It may be next week, it may be next month, 6 months, a year. They're not going to stay together because Chris is not going to be able to put up with that. He's going to get sick of that because she runs him. She runs him, and he's going to get tired of it. Anyway, they go to all the ladies. Kevin talks to all the ladies. They say they go to Nicole for advice. Why? I don't understand why. Listen, they're just wait. It's just a waste of time to draw out this whole reunion. Um, so they talk to the ladies. I'm like, I'm just let's get on with this. That's what I'm saying to myself the whole time. Can we get on with this? So then, after they talk to the ladies, waste more time. Talk to Clint and Gina. I'm tired of Gina. I'm sick of Gina. Gina, you had a good man and a good man, Savannah. Gina, you're not all that. I don't see the 26-inch waist she was talking about. Um, that whole thing, she's saying he had a glow up. Of course, Clint said he didn't know what it was. And them talking and all that stuff, and her going on and on. Gina, she's another one. She could shut up. You did come on to try to showcase your business. um she's just too much into work, and she's not going to get it until it's too late. So I'm done with them. So then on to the pièce de resistance, Kirsten and Shaq. um Kirsten, who I wasn't crazy about at first, on the show, I grew to like Kirsten because I saw that Kirsten was trying to work on the marriage. And Shaq has some self-esteem issues. Kirsten is doing her thing. She's living her life. Shaq is in. He let us know he's in therapy. He's now moved to Austin, Texas. He got another job. Kirsten talked about how hurt she was, and I don't blame her. I would be hurt too. But Shaq had the unmitigated gall to come out his mouth saying that he there wasn't enough time. Sir, there was enough time. There was more than enough time. All you had to do was stay with the marriage, and you would have had enough time. But no, you wanted to end the marriage. So yeah, when you ended the marriage, there wasn't enough time. And he said that right before the decision ceremony of some prophet he knew of told him to be selfish. Um, for him to be, it's time for him to be selfish. He was making a big decision. It's time to be selfish. Listen, we just went through a whole thing with prophets on another reality show, Love and Marriage Huntsville, if y'all watch that. Listen, there are people who are prophets, who may be false prophets, who people who are prophets are given they may have a feeling or whatever. You don't take that as gospel. You take it and you do what you want with it. Now, the thing about it is this: when it comes to a decision or comes to marriage or comes to anything, with a yes always gives you more room. When it comes to a decision, you can say yes, like Shaq could say yes, and then at any time he could say, you know what, it's not working, we can get a divorce. But once you say no, that's it. And saying no on national TV to Kirsten, who was trying to work at things and trying to do things, and then the way he he was trying to explain himself and the way that they were both talking about the marriage, like you gave her, you embarrassed her on national TV. Um, and then for you to try to come back now and try to clean it up, there's no cleaning up to it, Shaq. Like you're done. Like Kirsten, if you take him back, you're stupid. And I hope you don't because you deserve better. You deserve better. He lives now in Austin, Texas. Leave him over there in Texas. I wouldn't keep going back and forth over this after you're done with your contractual obligations to Lifetime and Married at First Sight. I would be done. I wouldn't be going back with this with him. If you want to go back in future shows and give your views and whatnot, and not really be attached to Shaq where you have to sit on the couch next to him when you don't want to, don't do so. If you want to go there and get your money and sit in a chair by yourself and do it, then do so. But this is a whole bunch of bull. Like this saying, this Shaq, I don't know what your deal is. Like I'm not going to question your sexuality like some people do because I don't know what your sexuality is. I know that you're socially awkward. That I could tell. I could tell that you don't have a lot of experience with women. That I could tell. But like this is absolutely stupid. It's asinine. Like Shaq, stop it. Like really stop it. And then they left us on a cliffhanger as to what Shaq, his decision as to how did he put, I can't remember exactly the way he put it, but it doesn't matter. They left us on a cliffhanger with Shaq for next week, which is next week looked like it might be a little more spicy and everything. So we'll see how that goes. I know y'all hear me probably shuffling my notes around, but it was just that, like I said, that was just a snooze fest for me. Um, I'm just really disappointed at the reunion session one, but it is what it is. Because, like I said, the season started to go downhill where a lot of content creators that covered this thoroughly just gave up on it and said, forget it. Um, I don't know, y'all. But anyway, um, please like I said, like and subscribe. I watched Love and Marriage Detroit last night after I watched Love and Marriage Huntsville. That came on, so I didn't have any plans. So I just went ahead and watched Love and Marriage Detroit. It was pretty good, so I think I'm going to review that show. The couples look pretty good, so I am going to review that show. So I'm going to do a review that may come out today or tomorrow. Because I did enjoy that, and the couples up there, the wives seem to be, and the husbands too, seem to be kind of messy, and I kind of like the mess. So I will review that show. So with that, you guys, please like, subscribe, click on the bell button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for coming by and watching. I appreciate each and every one of you for subscribing. Um, I'm gonna keep putting out content. Um, and when we get to 500, I'm going to have a giveaway for my subscribers. So we'll just keep pushing. I'm at a little over 200 right now. And like I said, I appreciate all you guys for being here. So let me take this down. So with that, let's see here. Where is I'm going to put this up.
Say it with me, kids. If protecting my peace makes me the villain, then bitch, my name is Thanos.
Thank you guys once again, and I will see you in the next video.
Work, work, work. To me, I get work, 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 work. See me do me dirt, 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 dirt. So me for that work, 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 work. When you walk a line, line, line. In the girl, them hurt, try me, I deserve. Let that dog be lurking. Yeah. You make a like, now you not like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the right. Nobody touched me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams